Hello everybody, this is Illinois Stormwatch. I thought I'd give everyone an update on what we are expecting in terms of winter weather for early parts of next week. So this is our forecast modular precipitation and barometric pressure display. Barometric pressure is in millibars. So currently we do have a high pressure system producing skies. However, due to its origin of the north and this is bringing in a cold air mass, and we saw sub-zero temperatures this morning, and it warmed up to near 20 for much of central Illinois. And as we zoom in, we can see that we have a little bit of a tighter pressure gradient, so possibly some little pickup in the wind by this point, but still clearing conditions. And then our attention is on this low pressure system that is currently situated in the Pacific Northwest area that will head our way for the weekend event. However, this is the low that we are that really signifies any chance for accumulating snowfall potential that will occur early next week. So this low pressure is expected to bring in a chance for precipitation for this weekend, mainly in the form of snow, and maybe some strong wind here. So maybe a slight chance of like a blowing snow, even if it's light snow in parts of like northern and central Minnesota. However, not really anything significant or any blizzard conditions or anything. So this is 6 p.m. on Saturday, and for those of you guys traveling to Michigan, we do see a chance for late effect snow along parts of Lake Michigan and the Upper Peninsula up here and near Mackinac Island. We do have a chance for some accumulating snowfall as well. However, we don't come into play until we are on the drag in of the system. So with this, we do have a chance for warm southerly air and some light snow. This was potentially going to be like a 3-inch amount thing, but now we're looking at lighter accumulations, or just maybe like a dusting to local inch, maybe in the Chicago, Rockford areas, maybe in Milwaukee. However, things in this Illinois are looking to be rather long-term as accumulations. And in west central Illinois, this has gotten minor. Check out this model sounding as we continue. We do have a chance for mix and rain showers as well, as we do have a chance for like some warm southerly air impacting parts central and southern parts of the state, where temperatures have the potential to be above freezing. This here is a model sounding, and this can be an easy tool for me to depict what kind of precipitation may occur with this. This is a forecast sounding, not a observed sounding, which is what the Weather Service office in Lincoln does. Not Indianapolis, but most local offices do this weather balloon, and then this is the skew-T kind of thing that it gives back. Again, this is a forecast sounding, so this will change. So we're looking at surface temperatures above freezing at this point. However, as we get higher up, so this is air pressure and hectopascals, and we're looking at quite a reasonable potential for snow at this point. However, see the humid layer, it's not really that high up, so what we're looking at here is this would give me a conclusion saying that snow or rain chances, or mixed in, whatever happens, seem to be rather light, and we're not really this isn't really an expectancy or anything for the weekend. So of course we got a potential for 34-degree area, so this is where the snow would fall. However, at this point it would change to rain before reaching the ground. So, all I say there is don't be surprised to find some rain. However, we're not looking at a dip here or anything, so, or dip here, excuse me, so we're not really expecting freezing rain since this is above freezing. If it was below freezing and we had a warm layer over here, then that means we would see a reasonable chance for freezing rain or some sleet. So I thought I'd bring that to your attention that we do have a chance for mixed-in snow showers. Also down here in far southern Illinois and near the Chester area. So that is our Saturday event. I'll go ahead and I'll see what that's saying. This is probably somewhat different. Now, this is probably overdoing a little bit, showing mainly snow and behind. However, it is really easy happening all over the state and not really anything like that. So we do have a chance of rain. However, it's an area of rain in central Illinois and parts of Missouri and western Iowa, along with the chance for snow behind it with the cooler air mass dominating that area. And of course, this is something that I must bring to your attention. This is also pertinent to areas of concern over the GFS. Parts of you're going to Milwaukee or mainly Michigan at this point, or plans to be along the lake. Prepare for this lake effect snow. This is going to be Saturday evening at actually Sunday at noon or midnight. Excuse me. I think I changed the time here a little. So this is Saturday at 6 p.m. when the chance for snow is expected to be around here. Since this is a Canadian model, things should be accurate for much of the United States and parts of Canada, as well as even parts of Illinois. Once you get further south, things are not as accurate. However, they could happen even in Texas. So, yeah, this is showing a lot of strong winds in parts of, let's say, Glacier Park. That's something interesting. So I thought I'd give that to your attention. And see, things are the same in terms of what is expected with the CMC. Now, this is our highlight, of course. We got another significant chance. Well, this is probably slightly overdoing the wind, however. It seems to be rather strong there with a extremely tight pressure gradient. Maybe some gusts near 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. That's not my primary computation, however. Now let's zoom in. This isn't, well, yeah, this is a very stronger pressure. However, I don't see any center in here, so I'd be surprised to find some strong winds if you're going through Yellowstone or Jasper areas of Wyoming. So, oh yeah, this is Sunday's event. Yeah, there's a chance that this may bring an impact as well. This isn't really the predominant expectancy for early this week. So we got a low pressure system over here, and with now this is showing a lot more moisture in the atmosphere in these areas, and predominantly the chance should be down here. That any rainfall, even some moderate to locally heavy showers in Alabama and Mississippi. However, in terms of accumulations, again, anything should be rather light since we're not really hearing about anything we should be concerned about. So, before we move on to general accumulations in the rest of Illinois early next week, or before we zoom in time-wise, we're gonna. I thought I'd check out the what the thinking of snow. So by this time, Illinois should be up at least almost half inch of snow, localized total near 4 inches in areas closer to the lake, maybe even Danville, Illinois. Yeah. So generally, these areas dip there. This area is favorable for accumulations near 1 inch, maybe 1 to 2 inches up here. And begin to Wisconsin, we are looking at a reasonable potential for 2 inch system. And let's check things out with the Canadian model. Now, this is giving state for 2 inches, even in parts of south central Illinois, even like Missouri and Chester and parts of Mount Vernon, Marion, Carbondale areas might pick up an inch. So yeah, the potential is there, but not the expectancy at this point. So that is for our Saturday event. And of course, as we zoom in, we have another potential coming for earlier next week. So we do see some sparse changes for Monday. However, let's go back to the things over to the precip here. So again, this is Sunday, and let's fast forward to our primary, which some models have like 6 locally in Illinois. Since would have changed by now. Do not be on like a baseball event, in, particularly in half of Illinois, Wisconsin, well, not higher than I like, but generally where this does impact. So as we zoom in, this is 6 p.m. Standard Time Day, February 5th. This is in Zulu time for any time detail. From what we hear, this is rather moving, but not extremely fast or anything where we region. So this is Monday evening and Tuesday. So we are expecting at least some accumulating parts of the time, and we're not expecting any blowing snow or any kind of blizzard. That's some news there. And as we go, we have another system from the south drawing into warm the air and some moisture being pulled this otherly Canadian and favoring a chance for spring rain and sleet at the time. So this will be Tuesday morning. For anyone from Kansas, for strong winds in this area. The main thing we're expecting in Oklahoma is to see, and you see we got a pretty concerning warm layer at this point. And got snow up here, and then and this is so we got here meaning a reasonable chance of snow, and then up here we can set rain. The then see you have a cooler filter surface, and the rain we can cause freezing and not changing the snow before reaching the ground. So any untreated surfaces would be safe. So just at this point. And, yes, this would be noon Tuesday. We are expecting a primary focus. And do not find freezing rain in parts of the county and a drizzly at this point by noon. 64 in southern Illinois. And let's see in this area of front should see a chance of free rain at least moving to southern Illinois. And this is the midnight Wednesday, and we expect a change for to of course still advanced. We are not making any high concerns or flames. However, by the time we try to delete and starting Illinois at this point, and some shags that we get by at least 6 a.m. Wednesday. So things should clear out in any recovery. Southern or eastern point, however, this high pressure sun filtering in should bring at least cool temperature into some clear skies. And after the anti-precipitation event in Illinois altogether, however, east has this find some locally heavy showers in Tennessee, City, and Alabama, and then something behind the head of it, and have that rant shower potential for total snowfall. Look at that. Now GFS is pinpointing a chance for 7 inches. I just now realized this. So we see at least west of Illinois, north of I-64, should see a high chance of reaching a 1-inch accumulation at this point. And then areas of central Illinois, connecting the Peoria, Champaign, Danville, Kankakee, and Pontiac areas, we could see some. This is probably going to be a heavy snow event, or this could end up being one. Not saying it's going to be. but it's going to be a gradual event, so. And then almost snow in the central and northern Indiana as well. So this would definitely not expect me at this point to see a chance for heavy snow and heavy snow is usually a term we would use for accumulations above 6 inches. And of course, we are seeing a chance for heavy snow. We did check the icon chance for this, and it was overdoing it the other day, showing potential for 8 and locally 9 inches. Now let's check the Canadian, another accurate model used. The fifth snow, southern Illinois. That would definitely not surprise me either. An isolated foot amount in Illinois. However, since we are further south from Canada, the 12 inches does not really seem much possible, so not as reasonable. However, in north of this, I definitely see areas in northern Illinois, central Illinois, receiving 6 inches of snow, as well as much of Indiana, Missouri, and probably a little bit of lower accumulation once you get into Iowa and points northeast. So, what we generally want to remind everyone is if you have travel plans for Tuesday, Wednesday, parts of midweek, we want to make sure that everybody everyone is mindful that there is a chance you might want to postpone those events altogether if you don't have a reason to be going out. Like if you are trying to meet family in another state or something, I'd recommend you probably consider going a day early at this point, since make just a suggestion for you all. If you have travel plans Tuesday or Wednesday, you should probably try to beat the precipitation, especially if you're trying to go eastward. And a few reminders for those of you who have to travel Tuesday or Wednesday for any reason whatsoever. I highly recommend you winterize your vehicle. So if you don't know what that term means, you would basically need to pack an emergency supply kit for your car in case you get stranded in your vehicle. And if you're stranded in your vehicle, it could range up from 1 hour then some people have been stranded on highways during winter weather events for almost a day. So I take that example from 7 years ago, 2011, which it was yesterday, 7 years ago. Parts of the Chicagoland area and southeast Wisconsin, we've had people stranded along the highway for at least 6 hours in some instances, due to extremely low visibility, and I'm sure the Lake Michigan has contributed to that some. And again, if you have fast forwarded this 12 inches, it looks a little bit deceiving to me at this point, since we are further south from Canada, since this is the Canadian model. I'll switch things back to GFS at this point, and we are expecting at least 3 inches with the overall event in parts of south central Illinois at this point. And let's see. That's what I was talking about earlier. If you have travel planned for Tuesday and Wednesday, and you have to be traveling Tuesday or Wednesday and not a day early, as I have recommended earlier, make sure that you winterize your vehicle. I recommend you fully winterize your vehicle. So you want to pack along some jumper cables, fully charge your cell phone. If you have a car cell phone charger, I would recommend using that. Also, you want to bring along a first aid kit. You want to bring on some candy maybe, and then some water. Well, it doesn't have to be candy if you're talking about emergency food necessity. You could bring along some non-perishable food items in case you get stranded. Or you could also bring, let's say, granola bars. That's what a lot of people bring during winter. And let's see some other necessities. You also want to bring a tow rope. So if you get stuck in an area after a storm and you can't move your car, or if you fell off the road for any reason and you get stuck in the mud, if things were to get frozen up, you could tow your car, maybe call someone to help you, try to pull your car out of that situation. Another thing you probably want to bring is some blankets. Of course, that's actually imperative if you are driving in winter weather, because if your heat goes out due to the extreme cold and your engine freezes up, it's not. You could try revving your engine to produce any heat. However, if any of a given case where the heat just doesn't heat up your car for any reason, you want to have some extra warmth. Also bring some heavy coats and layers with you. And also another thing you must have in winter weather is patience. You got to pack all your patience with you, since you're going to be on the roads for any kind of travel plan. Also, at this point, I want to recommend, if you have any last-minute travel plans Tuesday or Wednesday, you should probably get any grocery store visits or anything that you plan for Wednesday over with. Also, during winter weather, just a few reminders for inside your home. You also want to, if you have a generator, don't use it inside. Bring it outside, and to save gas in your generator, you probably just want to be powering essential supplies such as your refrigerator, maybe your microwave, and maybe even your TV if it doesn't require too much power. If you have a portable radio, I recommend you should probably use that rather than a TV, just to save gas and just to keep your food cold in the refrigerator. Also, another imperative topic that must be discussed during winter weather events: do not use your stove or your oven as your primary heating source if your heater isn't working. So this would cause a risk for carbon monoxide. Of course, I forgot to mention grills, of course. Do not use a grill inside. This is probably common sense to most of you, but just as a re-emphasis, carbon monoxide is really frequent in the winter, and it would cause your home to be unsafe altogether during times you don't want to be outside. If your carbon monoxide alarm goes off for any reason, shut off any stoves or ovens immediately and just get out of the house if you can. Then call the fire department, and eventually, after suffering a few minutes of winter weather, depending on the weather conditions, it could range between 5 and 10 minutes when they'd arrive. And maybe even a police officer could give you a ride to the station just for emergency warmth, or Red Cross shelters at this point. Just want to make sure everyone's prepared. Just saying. Also, space heaters do cause fires. Be mindful if they are within 3 feet of combustible objects. Also, remember to check your smoke and carbon monoxide alarms as well, and check your NOAA weather radios as well if you have those. Make sure that they have proper batteries, and make sure that they are getting a good signal, so in case an alarm is transmitted to your radio, you will be able to receive important updates from Weather Service officials as well as officials of your county or emergency management agency. See how long I've been recording. Yeah, we're approaching 30 minutes in this info video, so again, I thought I'd just update you all on this potential for accumulating snowfall. And if you hate winter weather, I'm with you. I am continually praying for at least no traffic-related fatality rises during this event. Of course, traffic-related deaths are pretty much normal, and that's just a sad reality of life, of course. And for those of you guys who were pretty excited for spring, don't worry, it is coming, and it'll be here before you know it. I'm patient with you guys, and again, I hope everyone has very safe travels. I wish you guys a very happy February, and I hope March rolls in like a lion for everyone, since that's where we get warmer temperatures. So, fair weather be with you all. This is Illinois Stormwatch. Thanks for joining us for this live discussion. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to private message our Facebook page on Facebook. Follow our Facebook page. The link will be in the description. And I hope everyone has a very safe evening.